security must never come at a cost of human rights. Law enforcement must operate with restraint, professionalism, and absolute respect for human dignity. Survivors of torture often suffer from long-term psychological effects, and these include depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other mental health conditions. These are injuries that are invisible but no less real. Uganda's limited access to mental health care only deepens this crisis. We call on government and partners to prioritize psychosocial support and rehabilitation for survivors. Healing is not optional, it is a right. We urge the government of Uganda to reaffirm its zero tolerance policy on torture. This commitment must translate into swift investigations, transparent legal processes, and real consequences for those who violate human rights, regardless of rank or role. Every allegation of torture must be taken seriously. Silence breeds impunity, and impunity destroys public trust. We call on all law enforcement and security agencies to act in line with Article 221 of the Constitution and international human rights standards. Upholding human rights is not a choice, it is a legal and moral duty. As elections approach, the conduct of security forces and other political actors will shape not just the safety of the process, but the integrity of our democracy. We remind every officer, your role is to protect the people, not to instill fear. We recognize and commend the tireless efforts of civil society partners, of medical professionals, of legal advocates, and human rights defenders. Their work in supporting survivors, documenting violations, and holding systems accountable is essential to the fight against torture. Let us build stronger partnerships between state institutions and civil society. Human rights are not a competition, they are a shared responsibility. In the lead up to and beyond the 2026 general elections, we commit to the following. First, to raise public awareness. We will intensify public education on the right to be free from torture and the avenues for redress. Secondly, we will promote peaceful elections through civic education and voter engagement. We will champion non-violence and democratic participation. 3, we will engage political leaders. We will foster dialogue with parties and state institutions to promote tolerance, restraint, and respect for human rights. Number 4, we will monitor and report abuses. We will document torture allegations and provide legal and psychosocial support to the survivors. Number 5, we will work with security agencies like we've always done. We will continue to remind them of their obligations under the Constitution, under the PPTA, as well as the Human Rights Enforcement Act. This joint commemoration includes nationwide outreach activities, community engagements, and this particular press briefing that we are having now. We'll invite all Ugandans to participate in person or virtually and to stand in solidarity with the survivors. We close with a reminder that every Ugandan is a human rights defender. The fight against torture cannot be left to institutions alone. We must all raise our voices. We must all refuse to look away. Let this day mark not just remembrance, but resolve. No more silence, no more torture, no more impunity. Uganda joins the global community to mark the United Nations International Day in support of victims of torture. This day is more than a symbolic gesture. It is a solemn call to action to end all forms of torture, reaffirm human dignity, and ensure justice for survivors. Torture is a stain on our humanity. It is not just illegal, it is also immoral. Torture degrades, it dehumanizes, but it also destroys. It violates not only the body, but the very essence of human dignity. And it has no place in any society that claims to uphold the rule of law. Today, as the Uganda Human Rights Commission, the Coalition Against Torture, the African Center for Treatment and Rehabilitation of Torture Victims, the National Coalition of Human Rights Defenders, Uganda, and our partners, we stand united. We renew our unshakable commitment. And what is that commitment? The commitment is torture must end.